La 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 la. Me. Okay, hello everybody. Um, we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown as a start of our Extreme Tuesday programming Tuesday nights that we have here on twitch.tv/Brainy the RPG Cat. And well, is it me or have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games just been crushing it lately? What can I say? Is that there's all these great games coming out. Say Nickelodeon sub-licensing companies left and right. Some of them relatively independent and using them in order to put TMNT in genres that they never have before, including this game, which is a turn-based strategy game. A far cry from the either very janky platformers or beat-em-ups that I used to play when I was younger. It's not that I don't like those games. I still pick up Shredder's Revenge almost constantly. But, yeah. So it's a new experience. And we're going to have this new experience together on this new Extreme Tuesday. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to run the 2-minute ad. I'm also in the process of updating Blue Sky. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's give this a run, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get into TMNT Tactical Takedown. All right, folks. Okay, well, that's it. So, I don't even think it bears mentioning at this point, but I've always been a huge fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We are living in this renaissance, of course, because there is a bit of, I guess you would call it dissonance in the Turtles community. I think it used to be that Konami used to have the lion's share of the TMNT license, and they came out of the woodwork long enough in order just to provide a compilation of every single one of their original games in the Cowabunga collection. But everything else is still just relatively existent, up for grabs, you might say. I'm also trying to decide whether or not I'm going to be playing this with a mouse or with my controller, because I certainly do have my controller on hand, and I'm more than likely going to be using it to play the second half of today's show, which is going to be fighting games, so maybe I'll just leave the battery off and then see what the mouse controls look like. Okay, well anyway, we're back from break. And we'll be right back after this intro for TMNT Tactical Takedown. Stick around, everybody.
Meow. This fearless caddis is the raddest, has skills of the baddest, magic, slinging, buzzing, for status, practice physically unmatched, runs all of the gamut. In fact, he's a reference games and chatting, bent wizardly hatting, questing, snacking, napping. This cat diversified, witty banter, seeking kitty answers, roll 20 to scamper. Tune in and enjoy the ride. Brady, the RPG cat. Brady, the RPG cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. It is another Extreme Toonsday. And later on, we're going to be playing some Guilty Gear XX Action Core with my sidekick, QB. But for now, first half of the show, we are dedicating our time to an exciting new game in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. This is TMNT Tactical Takedown. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Just press play on this. Chapter 1, Shell Shock. The brothers are separated as the Foot's attack throws their world into chaos. Okay, final boss is Karai. I mean, that's not even... I don't even think that's even really much of a surprise. I think, yeah, it's gonna be Karai. We all know it. Anyways, okay. Starting out with a tutorial stage. Master should have always made it seem like breaking into the lair of those shell-brained kids was impossible. Okay, this is the foot soldier design from the cartoon series, which means that they're robots and they're mute. I suppose we proved them. Oh, well, they're saying augmented foot soldiers. All that we proved is your collective ability to follow orders. How did the Foot get in here? Donnie has gadgets all over the place that are supposed to catch this kind of thing. Now secure the perimeter. I have a call to make to our technological advisor. Baxter? What's your status, Karai? Master Karai to you. Ugh. I'm giving you the honor of a thanks. Your technology getting past the turtle's defense was inconsequential. Of course it was. That was the stock gen guarantee. Did you find anything yet? No, I suspect that word we're looking for isn't going to reveal itself immediately. You can't really afford delays, Master Karai. Please find what you're looking for as soon as you can. I'll find it sooner. Soldiers! I'll begin my search in the inner sanctum. You two take a squad and clear the rooms one by one. It will be done. Am I the only one kind of glad that she's gone? Yo, dudes, whatever you're looking for, you're not gonna find it without going through me. Let's do this. Alright. Jump in. Actions let you move around and raise shell. Jump towards the menacing foot and then use left kick to your jump button to go to the flashing green tile. Alright, and then kick and foot is, using the attack button. Okay. So that should be the end of it. There we go. And that's the end of the stratagem. And except more foot soldiers just jumped in. Alright. Well. Flying foot will allow you to push an enemy backwards 2 spaces. Not necessarily something that I might want to do right now. Alright. Although, maybe it will give me, an additional hit, which would be useful. Move to a space, dangle and juggle an enemy that you jump over. Okay, well, I should have actually tried to jump. Okay, well then, yeah, we'll go ahead and end there. So there's a move to an attack that I'm still just trying to basically figure out here. Alright, I don't think even if I were to use a special movement, I'm not going to be able to move next to anybody. Alright. Okay, I've got a little bit of a health problem going on. Yeah, I have a certain amount of news that I'm not working towards at the moment. You have 6 health and 3 lives, but if you hit your last life and get knocked out, you'll lose. But we're in New York City, so grab a piece of that pizza by jumping on it to restore your health. Alright. Alright. Okay, keep moving to avoid falling off the level. Watch out for the new tile highlights so you know where to go next. And then WSAD and then QE to move the camera. Always good to know in this strategy game. Alright. My turn. Alright. Say, more foot soldiers already. I don't seem to be using the gangway move the right way. It allows you to move to a space and then damage someone. But then I can't, like, land on somebody else's space. Alright. Ooh, somebody fell off of the stage. That's interesting. Sometimes you need to KO specific targets. Look for enemies with red words around them. Alright. Now, let's see if I can do this the right way. There we go. That takes care of 2 soldiers immediately. Alright. Okay, I guess I lose a shuriken every single time I attack. Okay, so let's... And then flying foot this way. Do that twice. Make it 3 times. Nope. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. Ooh, still more bad guys. Say, I need some of that pizza. They're getting buff. Characters have buffs that change their stats or add specials. Some enemies start out with a buff. Use inspect mode for more details on pretty much anything. Alright. That's just having one dodge. No more moves this turn, but plenty of attacks. Once a assist is charged, then you can press the T key and select your assist action. All right. Okay, I'm pressing the T button. Gain 2 radical and 2 evasions. No, that's not quite it. Specifically, how am I supposed to deploy this? Supposed to be targeting somebody and then pressing the T key afterwards, giving me that turtle power, which is exactly what they're going for. Something like that. Well. I got hit by one person there. Oh wow, lots of ninjas. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ninjas. Probably not a good place to stop. 2, 3, 4. Shucks. Alright. Ooh, this is bad. See, they're trying to get me to do this special ability, but I keep pressing the T key. I don't know how I'm supposed to be setting myself up for this. Maybe I'm just supposed to lose this one. Maybe that's what's going on here. You've been beaten, Michelangelo. I almost had you, dudes, and you knew it. What do you want us to do with him, Master? Let him stew in the shame of his defeat. We have what we came for, the Kabuto of Master Shredder. That's what you were looking for? Master, he's vulnerable alone. This would be a trivial victory. Our technological advisor have plans for the turtles, but for now we reinforce our advantage. Do not question me again. I want a rematch. I'm not giving up my digs to you Fook Clan boneheads. You have your opportunity. In the meantime, I suggest you exit quickly before I change my mind about destroying you right here and now. Foot, we take our leaves. Master Splinter would be so disappointed right now. Who's that ninja? Why does she want Shredder's Kabuto? And what's she doing with Stockman of all people? Donnie would know. Leo would have a battle plan. Raph would be chasing them down already. But I'm just me. I don't even have a place to eat pizza right now. What do we do, man? Well, that was the first chapter, pass or fail. Sending out an SOS, bros. But ninjas just drove through the lair and... my communicator isn't working. I guess Donnie's turtle comm system went down too. Okay, think, Mikey. No idea where Donnie and Leo are, but Raph should be at his and Casey's apartment. That's my next stop. Raph will know what to do. It's one of the turtles. Oh, you dudes are in for it now. No way that you're gonna beat Mikey twice. Alright. Drop in. Then... foot kick. and then jump away and then end my turn. That's how I'll do that. Alright. Then kickflip all the way to the back and end my turn. Okay, some of this is going to start falling away in a moment. Go after these Mausers, the enemies that are in the safe territory. And then there are targeted areas. I think those are going to be targeted by a hex attack. Car! That's what's going to happen to the people who are standing in the danger zone. Alright. Off falls the level once again. Alright. Not close enough for the pizza yet. Click kickflip again. Nope. Doesn't actually do anything. Just end my next turn where the pizza is. Because I'm going to get hit at least once. Alright. Is it relevant to try to hit the next guy? No, probably not. Oh boy, those things can really jump, can't they? Okay, a couple of Rodneys now. And, 2 more green foot soldiers. Well, maybe the T... Okay, so... Okay, press T and then press tab. Okay, that's how that works. So I've stunned 4 enemies. Good to know. Alright. And turn. Nobody stay. Oh, actually, a foot of decided to stay in the hex. How tragic. How sad. Okay, a bunch of enemies are coming here. So I should just watch out who I'm attacking. You know, then move away so this danger zone can go off. Alright. Well, that's no good. Because nobody stayed in that section. Boy, lots of dangerous places to stand. And then check here, check here. And then it might turn here. Uh-oh. I really thought I was standing in this danger zone for the first time here. So how's that for a car wreck? Still gotta get out of the way. Well, I've fallen off of the stage. Continue with 2 lives. Okay, I didn't actually think I would ever need to rotate the field, but... Okay, I probably should not have taken that pizza. Alright. Gotta get out of the way. I've already died again. Well, you got rid of some enemies from the car, but... yeah, 1 life to continue. Boy, do they love to swarm the enemies in this game. Time to use that turtle smart bomb again. Alright. Let's just go ahead and end at the very end. See if there's some stunned people who will actually stay in the hex long enough to get hit by some cars. That's basic. That's pretty much what they wanted us to do. That's what the staging was. There are more enemies on the field than I thought they were. Well, until this very moment. Alright. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be helped by any running cars at the moment. Okay, let's do some foot pushing. Uh-oh. Not the place where I should have ended. Ah! Did you just punch that dude through a wall? I was trying to punch him through 2 walls. I must be having an off day. You have any idea where those foot bozos are coming from? I don't, and TurtleCom is down. We gotta regroup. We gotta fight Donnie and Leo. We gotta... Listen, Splinter would want us to make sure people were safe. That comes before everything. If the TurtleCom is down, Donnie probably has 3 plans to fix it. And Leo can take care of himself. So you go and low and protect the city. I'll go high, look for some answers. Deal? Okay, deal. Let's kick some foot butt. Okay, level 2. I'm done. Setting out an SOS, bros. Foot ninjas just tore through the lair. And my communicator isn't working. I guess Donnie's turtle comm system went down too. Okay, think, Mikey. No idea where Donnie and Leo are, but Raph should be at his cases. Oh, actually, I am redoing this chapter accidentally. Bait and tackle. That's the one I need. There we go. All right. Okay, I shake down a couple of these foot goons, and we'll know what they're planning in no time. And the best place to grab them is on the rooftops, where they think they're safe. Okay, we're playing as Raph right now. I only just realized that. Hold target stashes and spaces. Damage and push an enemy 1 space. Move to. Kick off. And side strike. Alright. Alright. Okay, that's all the people I could poke through right now. Alright. Alright, so... Cowabunga shakes the target. Move to tile and then damage all adjacent enemies. Well, that's how I got rid of a cardboard box anyway. I can't seem to just jump the building from here. Oh, actually, yes, I can. Alright. Alright. Should try to get just the tiniest bit closer. Oh, well, so much for that. Okay, 1 of 2 lives left. Tons of guys here. Let me see. Stabby, stabby. Stabbity, stabbity. Then end my turn. Okay, this is where I need to use that turtle power again. Put this down in a way where I'll stick the most enemies. Try not to do this in a way that gets me cornered. Although this is a tactical game. So there's very little chance of that. All right. Okay, you can actually kick people off the sides of a stage. That's good to know. Okay. Okay, that takes care of everybody who was, Ooh, I should have gone for the pizza instead. You know, I forget it. Oh. What was the problem here is that I was on garbage. Probably what it was. Hit for 2. Hit for 3. Alright. Yeah, I think I need to fight my way to this pizza. And I need to hightail it out of here. So I'm just trying to move right now. Well, I can't move there because there's garbage. That's what the thing is. I gotta get off of this section right here. Something bad's gonna happen. I mean, other than me getting pretty soundly clobbered. Well, there goes all of that pizza. Alright. I got the pizza knocked out of me. Let's hex this area right here. Stunning! I'm so stunning! Alright, well, it's a good thing I wasn't attacked 3 times. 3 times would have been too many times. Alright. Kick off. Move 2. Okay, just like that. Now, these guys are really big looking and they seem like they would be able to hurt me a lot. Alright. Oh, I do have the drone strike again. I'm going to need to use that. They gotta get out of here. Should have jumped to that one before. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Alright. Say what now? Should make use of my 3 next moves. My 3 last moves. I am so dead. Yeah, my turn. My turn to die. Give this another try. Okay, a couple of things I learned from my first playthrough is that one thing I can do, I can actually kick enemies off of the roof, so that'll get rid of them a lot quicker. I've actually got to fight this a bit smarter, even though I'm playing as Raph. Okay, I haven't tried this Cowabunga move. Okay, that's what it does. You move down and then you slap somebody and then they are stunned. That's how that works. Okay, apparently that didn't count as a knockoff. Alright. Sheesh. Okay. This is a good time to apply some of what I just learned. Alright. Okay, I can see that one major difference between Raph and Mike is Mike does allow himself to move into an enemy's hex after they attack them. That's just kind of a special ability that they have. Alright, Alright. Okay, time to abandon ship. They give Raph a kind of wimpy hit. I don't think that should actually be. I think he should be probably one of the hardest hitting turtles, actually. But maybe that's just me. Let's go ahead and move over here. Okay, this is where I need to use the T-power. Move to get that health. Move away. Start punching these guys. Can only hit them twice, though. And my turn. Alright. Okay. Keep myself healthy. Okay, sadly the stun has worn off at this point. Um, well, still didn't play this smart enough. All right. This is where that cowabunga move comes in handy. Alright. Jump. Jump. Get rid of this goon. Wish there was a way I could hit him, but doesn't seem like it. Alright. Well, we got rid of one guy by doing that. Okay, pushing someone off a bit harder than it sounds. Of course, I could actually be using the kick move that does that. That would be useful. Alright. This is actually not going as bad as I think it is. And really, that's the end of my turn. Oh, look at this. That turtle move again. You off the roof. Alright. Look at that big scary dude right there. Elite Mausers still fall off roofs just fine. Alright. Knock two guys out using kick exploiting. Exploiting the kicks. Alright. Ouch. Okay, well, I'm doing vastly better than I was doing before. move to grab a pizza, keep myself healthy. Even though you really are not that healthy if you eat absolutely nothing but pizza all the time. There should have been a kick in there somewhere. Alright. Gee, and I thought this game was going to be hard. Have I gamed over yet? No, I still have 1 life left. Start to move here. Because I want to cowbunga into that next space. Alright. Need that drone strike again. Alright. Theoretically, that there's an end to all of this. Ooh, I should not have jumped so far up ahead. Alright. Totally not worth it. Raph also has the ability to pull enemies towards him. Something I probably should be using a bit more. Alright. How am I gonna get out of this one? It's great to... Oh. I did that wrong. Otherwise, I would have been able to knock out the big guy. Instead, the big guy ended up knocking me out. Oh, gee whiz. This game has suddenly jumped pretty substantially in difficulty. But hey, we're playing Raph, so... Alright. This might not be the run. I'm just saying that in advance. As I probably should use that kick for virtually anything. Alright. Oh, wow, I lost this soon. Hang on a second. Yeah, let's restart the level. Yeah, because I really bit the big one on that. Something like that. Something like that should be going on. It was, alright, yeah, I didn't think I could kick anybody off in that direction. I actually managed to clear a board. Of course, more enemies are going to show up immediately after I clear a board. Okay. I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this, I continue to tell myself. No, I can't leap off and then do that. That's a shame. Yeah. Just doing the kicks is incredibly useful. Get myself right next to the pizza and then end my turn. Some people learning there, looking to get here from over there, but that's going to drop off in this turn. That's how this game is generally working itself out. All right. There you go. And I think I actually want to leap back here. I've been doing so well, I haven't even lost any life yet. I don't actually need to guard the pizza. Alright. Start beating an expeditious retreat from this area. Oh, there was a guy up there. That's what I wasn't. Okay, well, I appear to mostly be fleeing. But that's perfectly fine. Everybody hears they're gonna waste their movement. And then they're gonna fall off the building in the next turn. Alright. Alright, there we go. They're picking on this one little guy. Is knowing that the stage is gonna change again. Once again, nobody got close enough to me. Alright. Okay, I think I've got a working strat now. That's a good thing to have. Alright. Totally not what I was trying to do, but oh well. Just the kicks, just the kicks. Okay, everybody on the bridge is gonna fall off now. There we go. Now I just have this guy to deal with. And a few more Mausers. Can't believe that they have so much health. Oh, look at this. Okay, time to call in that turtle drone strike again. Take these guys off. Okay, yeah. Well, that was the first time I lost a life. It's a lot better than all of these other times where I was losing lives left and right. Alright. That seems to be the way to do it. I'm out of movement after that, which is understandable. All right. Possibly do here. I know we're going to be creating another bridge off to the side here soon. Oh wow, look at all those guys. Hey, continuing with one life left. Silly me, I didn't actually think a turn-based strategy game was actually going to be this difficult. Alright. Well, I cleared the board pretty well this time. I just have to worry about not losing because I'm out of lives now. Should be easy enough. Alright. Of course, I already knew it was my turn. You know how I knew it was my turn? Because I was able to move during this turn. That's how I knew it was my turn. Alright. Okay. I believe they're gonna stay stunned this turn. Okay, well. They could have stood to be just a little bit more stunned than I expected them to be. Alright. That takes care of that group right there. Well, at this point, move to kickoff. Alright. That's where I have to end my turn. Ending your turn with a screen completely clear of enemies, it's a good place to end your turn. Alright. Let's see. Grab that pizza, because I am a hungry dude. Ouch. Really smashed up by that 1 foot elite. Okay, there's a tower next to me. That's why I wasn't able to hit all 3 of them at once. You know, that's a pretty fancy move. You know, if I do have enough cost, I can cowabunga multiple times and move to and knock out enemies simultaneously. Can't guarantee it's gonna happen. I also can't guarantee that I'm gonna beat this stage this time. I got farther than I did before. So at least I know that, you know, the process is working. I am working out the process. Alright, so... Alright. Move to. Alright. Alright. You know, I think I can appreciate this game for being a little bit faster paced than a turn-based strategy game usually is. I also appreciate this game for not having characters that can advantage attack, although that actually might be something that will be changing in a short period of time. Ooh, a lot more people on this roof than I would have liked. Okay, you can't special move onto a health power-up. Okay, well, I stand corrected. They just weren't letting me do it at that angle. Oh, that was an awful lot of damage to take. Forget about it. I'm leaving. Now it is time to flee. We are not running away. We're advancing in reverse. Might as well do the T-strike so that I can make sure that I'm not followed. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna be followed by a few. Not necessarily everybody. Okay, most everybody. Man, these guys aren't leaving me alone. I am so dead this turn. Okay. Well, never mind. That went a little better than I thought. Well, I think I'm exactly the same place I was during my last run. Alright. Yeah, is that bridge gonna fall off? Thank you. Okay, that takes care of 2 foots. 2 foots with 1 stone. Okay, I already know how to do this move. Alright. See how the enemies respond. I'm guessing not well. Alright. 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 Okay. When I get to this sequence, I usually end up doing something that, wherein I could have probably beaten some more guys, but I'm not going to make that mistake this time. Okay, so let's see, what kind of a difference can I make right about here? Move to the foot, kick them into the garbage. Okay, never mind, that's not actually where he went off. But anyways. Alright. Well, that didn't work out nearly as well as I thought I was going to. Maybe I can there's still a lot I can salvage here. Alright. It still counts as a corner if the other rooftop hasn't spawned yet. Yeah, there's literally no reason ever to use the size if the kick does one and then knock back afterwards. Alright. Oh, gee, I thought they were about to make it this hard for me. Waiting for that to fall off. Okay, here comes the big boss. Let's get it on. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Hit by a freeze ray. Wonder if I can do anything about that. Wow, I don't like any of this. I am so dead. Now, time to flee. Okay, they're not letting me out of this. This is just a big fat fight and they actually want me to roleplay it, so, bear with me for a second. Alright. This is precisely the reason why they do this. They just want me to use 3 moves to do my special attack. Okay. How am I supposed to be doing this? I think I need to be getting all the way to the edge there. Whatever I do, I'm toast. Ooh, I should not have done that. Should have done my second cowabunga. Knocked out some more enemies. I'm dead anyway. Continue, 1 life left. Okay, well, once again, I already know how to do this. Okay, I'm wasting a pizza here, but this needs to be done. Knock out 2 more foot elites. I Am I just supposed to be surviving? Yeah, I think I was. The final mutation. Gotcha. Get your scaly paws off me. Listen up, punk. You gotta tell me who's leading the Foot Clan these days, or I'm gonna see if ninjas can fly, deal? Fine, I'll tell you. Her name is Oroku Kurai, but we already knew that, because she is probably the most overused new character in Ninja Turtles these days. She is the descendant of Oroku Saki, the Shredder. She will conquer your city, raise the Foot Clan a new power, and grind your turtles into thud. Yeesh, get a guy talking and he won't shut up. So the Foot have a new leader following in Shredder's footsteps, eh? Let me slip one of Donnie's trackers onto this guy's belt, and we'll see what Karai is hiding. Alright. Can't say it was very neat, but we're here. These severed cables. The Foot didn't just take down my TurtleCom network. They shut down communications for the entire city. I need to find an access point to fix this fast. Alright. I don't even know what Don's abilities are. I'm just assuming they have something that does knockback. I can see it's this slow sweep attack. It allows me to knock back enemies in a straight line. Thankfully, he also seems to have oops. I think I hit myself with that one. That was a shock bomb. Okay. I think that actually stays on for a couple of scenes. You know, Donnie, he's got tech, but we know that. Okay. move over there. Because I want some pizza. Alright. So, Donnie has the ability to stick multiple enemies in place. So he's already my favorite character in this whole game. The foot are dropping like flies around him. Alright. There we go. Say we've got characters that have got some real skills. Characters that technically are the characters that you should always be playing in a, in a strategy game. Blue here. Low sweep. Oh, and when people fall into the purple stuff, they get poisoned. Good to know. And whenever there are people just hanging out, you can just throw stun kunais at them. This game has suddenly become very fun to play. Okay, well I take it back because I obviously failed my first run. Alright. Just keep enemies stuck. That's what my current strategy is. Okay, I didn't realize that thing on the ground was a gun that was going to shoot me. Seem to have a different ability here. Alright. Only enemies were stupid enough to stand right in electric traps. This is not always a good thing. Oh, you know what? His regular attack actually hits twice in a straight line. That's another great thing about Donnie. Yeah, no need to sing his praises too hard. Okay, well, he tried to get away from the electricity and that made him fall into poison, so... Good for him. Good to him. He had a choice, he made it. Alright. Then free stun kunai. I mean, of course, this makes Donnie the easiest character to play because he has the most tech. And you need the most tech when you're playing strategy games. Alright. This is not going badly. Move here. Shock bomb here. I was hoping he was going to hit the other guy, but the other guy is standing in poison, so his days are numbered. Awfully bold of them to just do that anyway. Eey. Here's trouble. Alright. Hey, you get off of my pizza. Shock bomb has even shorter range than the kunai. Alright. Okay, here's where the foot elites are coming out. Let's go ahead and drop that right into his hex. Jump, and then sweep again. Alright. Alright. Well, this isn't very good. I mean, I had to waste 3 moves, but I absolutely needed to do this. Get that pizza eaten. Pizza of Eden. Alright. I don't know if this is the last stand. Well, so much for that. Okay. Let's double size that shock bomb area. Alright. Boy, what a tough fight. Hey. Well, I guess I should have known better. Didn't to expect that they were just gonna let me walk away with it, just because I was playing one of the better equipped characters. All right. One of the things that I learned just right out of the gate here, you know, hitting 3 areas of effect with my bow strike move. Alright. I guess that's easy enough to avoid, isn't it? Alright. Okay, freeze. Okay, what do I want to do here? Oh, I love doing that. Just hitting 3 people with a sweep. I totally didn't mean to do that. I totally wasted a move doing that. Alright. Just taking pot shots at people at this point. Not a good place to be. Okay, that's me losing my first life. On the same screen as I did before, I might add. Alright. Shouldn't have done that. Alright. How should I do this one? Okay, I don't know if they're stunned. They probably more than likely should be. Okay. Okay, yeah, throwing it into the water doesn't actually do anything. Alright. Everybody decided to just jump right into the sewer water that turn. How tragic, how sad. Their kidney has a half-life of 56 at this point. I don't actually know if that's high or low. It's good to just use those as spares. If you don't have enough turns, throw a stunt kunai. Alright. Oh, drat. Just because I clicked the mouse in the wrong place. As though they would have any way of telling one way or another. So I've noticed that here in this sewer stage, it's very unlikely that areas are gonna fall off. They intentionally make that harder for Donnie because then he's really just OP when it comes to most of his abilities. Everybody's having a hard time getting over because of all the traps I set. Shock bombs, if you can afford it, if you can actually make the range, a lot better than stun kunais. Although these things are also pretty good too. Silly me, I thought this was gonna go well. Alright. Say poof. Fairy dust makes electric hexes on the ground. If you don't set your traps in quite the right way, and then you let the enemies approach you, then this is gonna turn really painful. Of course, you know, there's something to be said about the ability to actually use Donnie's little pull cue in order to knock people out. Oh boy, he's in the sewer water. That was a dumb thing to do for a final move. Speaking of final moves, still a game over. Well, shucks. Well, we managed to play our preview of this game. We'll probably come back to it some other time, but now it is time for us to go ahead and switch games. We're gonna go over to Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus, just about the longest title we've ever had yet. But you know, okay, I'm going to get my sidekick Mimi on the horn, and we are going to play some practice some play, etc. Okay, so we'll be right back. Thank you everybody for staying tuned in so far. This has been Extreme Toonsday. Yeah, I'm Brady the RPG Cat. Stick around.
Heaven or hell? Duo. One. Let's rock.
Okay, well, we're back. I'm still waiting a moment for my sidekick in order to answer her DM to get on the screens, but might as well get the game going in the meantime. Let's go ahead and throw this into the game capture. So, what can I say about Guilty Gear Accent XX Accent Core Plus? This is probably one of the fighting games that I have been playing when I was in college, and it was just one of a handful of games that I was actually learning how to play tournament style. You know, a game that has an extraordinary amount of polish, but you know, at the time I was playing it, the only thing that you could compare it to is something like Street Fighter 3, you know, quite a bit different when it comes to fighting games and overall mechanics. Something that really stands out to me is the fact that, you know, all the characters really move very slow until you, that characters move really slow unless you hit the dash button. So I'm gonna just start out by doing a arcade run with Faust. Get myself a little bit more into I don't know what color I selected. So this is when colors could be a little bit classier, is that the fact is, even though there's a extravagant amount of player colors, things, important details, like Faust's paper bag does not ever change, doesn't ever change color. Keeps the character identifiable still. Alright. Well, of course, I was the first person, so, you know, they're always going to be extremely easy to beat. I think this was the first game, well, this was the second game in the series overall, so talking about adding important integral characters. I think this is the first time we ever had Dizzy. Alright. Easy enough to do. Piece of cake. Faust often a character that I feel should be illegal. And I'm not entirely sure that he's in Guilty Gear Strive, so maybe from this point forward, he really is illegal. It's just a giant character that has a sickening amount of range. Probably the only one with longer range is Axel. Oh wow, I completely forgot about Testament. More than likely that he is a character from Guilty Gear Strive, but never play as him. Something about him just seems a little too easy. You know, Death Goth with a scythe. Alright. Ooh, I'm actually taking a beating right now. The computer is getting tired of me saying how easy it is. But at any rate, I could use the practice, so there you go. Another thing I've always liked about Faust is, in alternating rounds, he speaks either Japanese or English. It's all starting to come back to me. Either that or I'm just very ferociously button mashing against the opponent. Okay, I've only won one round against this guy so far, so make sure not to overshoot my shot.
Heaven or hell? Duo. One. Let's rock.
Yeah, alright. So Faust is a bit too fast moving in order to be a giant character. Potemkin, on the other hand, the very epitome of a Zangief. Love the idea of, you know, Potemkin doing that one move that just creates shockwaves on the ground.
Counter.
After all the trouble that I had with Testament, this kind of seems comparatively easy. Hang on a second. Go ahead and check the chord again. Alright.
Counter.
Hey, quite literal heaven or hell. Faust's super move. Robo-Kai. This is the best character that they could come up with for the very last upgrade for this game.
Heaven or hell? Duo. One. Let's rock.
You know, White Oni in robot form. I do love this music. Ouch. Oh, well, unfortunately, that was a backfire. That's one of the downsides of using playing Faust. His super is sometimes 50-50. Funny bit of distortion going on with the music right now. Wonder what that's about. I guess maybe it's Kai's theme, but then it's intentionally distorted because it's Robo-Kai. Alright. You know, another one of the rather cheap ways they can add an additional character into this game. I wish I could say that was a bit cleaner than it actually was. Feels bad, man. Anyway, what the... Alright.
Heaven or hell? Duo. Let's rock.
Oh, that one came right down to the wire, didn't it? That one little girl in the background just stuffing rice balls into her mouth from a paper bag. I forgot about that move. I think that's a quarter circle back. You land in two different places depending on which power button you press. And all of Faust's moves just have these kind of gigantic hitboxes. Really hard to avoid. Wait until we get to final boss mode, then, you know, I'm really going to suck. Ouch. Okay, well. Can't win them all.
その辺にしときな。
Here we are taking our first continue.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell? Duo. Let's rock.
Yeah, right. Alright. Well, at least I can say I got the first fall. You know, at least I've got that going for me. Alright. As if he got off my case well enough, I would beat this with one of those teleport attacks. Okay, done and done. Where are we in? I think, yeah, the arcade mode scale only counts upward. It doesn't actually show you how many total players you have to defeat. Before you get to Eno, who is a long-standing character now, but was the final character in this game. Dizzy would have made a lot more sense, but you know, I'm not an old school 32-bit Japanese game developer. Always works to spam that one 2 or 3 times. Oh, I'm so dead. Yeah, forget about it. Yeah, I can definitely tell now is that Roll Kai's theme was just a severely distorted version of Kai's regular theme. Ouch.
今回は私の勝利ですね。10, 9, please select your character. Heaven or hell? Duo. One, let's rock. Counter.
Wow, that was a great bunch of punches right there. I don't think I'm recovering from that. Guess it would be stupid not to try, but... Alright. I was about to say, is that over? Is that 2 or 2? That was barely the first round. Shit, ouch. Just look at him rapid firing me, comboing me, bouncing me off of the walls. Something else I realized I didn't do. I didn't actually change the game. There we go. Okay, there. That's now all changed. You know, on pause just in time in order to get hit by that one fireball right there. Okay, that is obliteration numero tres. Everybody lock in. You're gonna see your old buddy Brainy beat his head against a brick wall for several games. You know, or I could cheat and I could play a character that I'm slightly better at, but... Why do that? Why do that to you? And also, why do that to myself? Okay, when you teleport from the ceiling, Faust, you really should be hitting somebody. Okay, well... After maybe about losing it on 3 or 4 times, maybe the computer decided to go a bit easier on me. Yeah, that's my story, I'm sticking to it. That's what I generally believe happened. Say, oh look, it's early character design Shantae. Ah, takes care of you. Once again, almost seems vastly too easy now. Like I've gone back to level 1 and level 2 opponents. You know, I could give myself some credit, you know. Take the compliment. Say that I'm actually getting used to this game once again and then actually playing it to the best of my ability once again. But no. I just think the computer is now going easy on me. Alright. I assume that this is going well. Well, it won't be if she gets her last few shots in right about now. Uh-oh. No, hit her well enough. Hit her well enough, just once. Nope, no such luck. Oh, gee whiz. I forget how turbo block some of the CPU opponents can get sometimes. Ouch. Wow, walked right into that one. Okay, very good chance that I am dead in the water at this point. Damn, she is blocking like crazy. Oh no, she's not letting up here. No siree. Okay, I got lucky. I got her in an air grab.
You win.
Okay, well. Like, I give myself some praise for pulling that off at the last minute. But I've already told you that I won't be doing that.
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
You know, Zappa has some crazy voice lines. Some of them that even include things like vomiting and, you know, in addition to the very insane way that he just kind of looks in general. Ooh, that was a good one. Here I thought the Miller Rage fight was gonna be bad. This is bad.
Please select your character.
やっと会えた。早く石があるうちに。残念ですが、よくそうだよ。なるわ。
Duel. Let's rock.
Okay, he's already taken half my bar. I barely touched him. As a, you know, maybe he has an incredible amount of defense. That's another trait of Zappa's. I think Zappa is also another character that you don't see in future installments of the game. I can really understand why people would not want to push a 3D model to do half of the things that it does. Ouch. Projectiles like crazy too. Okay, I just won that by the skin of my teeth. So, into round 3 of this. No guarantee that I could actually win it. Oh, enemies love to corner trap you in this as well. One of the few 2D games where corner trapping was actually something that could be used as a halfway decent strategy. Okay, getting better. Not entirely getting better, but getting better.
10, 9, 8.
You know, okay, so at this point, my sidekick is AWOL. You know, I'm going to go back and I'm going to set this one again for when they actually might be interested in joining us. So I'll go look into that. And so, yeah, it's kind of been a long day for me, so there's probably 30 minutes left in the stream, but I'm just going to go ahead and close out this time. I am going to be back on Thursday, and we're going to be doing a drawing stream, so look forward to that. I've been working really hard on my art behind the scenes. I'm really hoping that I can do something that's a bit more, what would be the best way to put this? Aesthetic, pleasing to the eye, something I could very frequently put on my Blue Sky page. But for now, let's go ahead and let's pick out somebody to raid. I think I would like to go ahead and, well, I'm going to go over to Madeline the Alchemist right now. They are playing V Rising. So let's go ahead and let's check that out. So once again, I'll be back Thursday. I'll be doing an art stream. Thank you everyone for staying tuned in. Remember, BINY means smart. Nothing's too hard if you use your head. Always be the change you want to see in the world. Have a good night, everybody, and thank you very much for watching. Okay, here is this. Madeline. Almost didn't type right into that. Okay, so we're all set. Okay, see you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.